Hello. Screw it, keep my glasses on. It's 4:38 p.m. 1st of May, I think. Uh, I saw Jay's video, the 2-hour video. I heard my name at the end. I didn't hear the words exactly what he said. It was so fast. It's like I try to concentrate on listening to his words. I know every time I listen to him, I do absorb Jay's, you know, what he says. Uh, to me personally, I think all source needs to go see a therapist. That's how I feel. I think all source needs to see a therapist because we do have a problem. We have a problem, and it's like this problem's been, you know, 2 quadrillion years of this problem. So yeah, I think we all need a therapist. And for me personally, it's like I am fixing myself in my own way. I have Ilana to help me fix myself because she kind of like dig deep inside me, which I could never do. I could never dig deep inside me. It's hard for me to be personally as source. I'm numb. My mind is numb. You know, I can't feel shit. It's like the abuse for me has been so bad that I became numb. I'm coming out. I don't give a fuck what the other sorts think about me. It's like, yeah, I have a problem. You know, and then sometimes it's like I see these pictures in my head, and I wonder what these pictures are. It's hard to describe pictures sometimes. It's like, yeah, Jay's right about that. It's like it's hard to be perfect sometimes because I could misinterpret the pictures that I see. You know, and yeah, I still see this picture of me in this somewhere. There's honeycombs, and I'm doing this into a honeycomb or something. But in another way, I feel like I'm a battery for everybody. I feel like I'm a battery, and everybody's plugging themselves up to me. And you wonder why I have a problem. You wonder why. You wonder why. There's a lot of things wrong with me. Because personally, I don't like to hide. I'm not the type who like to hide shit. Because we sources love to hide our stuff. We love to hide shit and make things look goody two shoe. You know. Well, you're talking about, for me, being very abused. You know, being very abused because to me, in my perspective, as source, I think source is a kind of like a disgrace. To be honest, I'd rather just come out because I said it to a couple people. I think source is a disgrace. You know, yeah, I know we have to. I understand how life is. Yeah, I understand we don't want to get bored in our lives. But for me, I feel like I'm going through the extreme, you know, the extreme, compared to it's like I feel like I know other sources are going through a lot of shit too, and a lot of abuse themselves. Yeah, but for me, it's like always. It feels like it's, yeah, like I said, it's always 10 times more the abuse I get. You know, it's funny about people who believe that sources this way. But for me personally, it's like this is my plans, to escape this madness. I want to escape this madness. You know, it's like I have fucking vampires draining shit out of me every day whenever they got a chance to see me. Even when I'm on the road, I have vampires draining the shit out of me. And then I got vampires right here doing my bills and all that bullshit. And you telling me, and then you got pressure, and you got all this stuff in this negative fucking reality we live in, you know? A negative reality that we live in. Yeah, that's great. I heard Jay how he was going to do the world, which is, yeah, that sounds great, you know? I wish I was in that world right now, but it's like, it's not, it's like, some part of me says, I guess, I don't know. It's like, for me, it's like, I'm here right now, you know? Yeah, and finally, Dead Source is gone. Finally, Dead Source is fucking gone, and it's like, I feel like, this is how I feel like. I just want to create my own, I like to go find an isolated, dead spot in the middle of nowhere, away from all these creations, all these sources, everything. I want to get away from all this shit, you know? I mean, completely isolate myself. But I have Ilana, so, and I thought about, why don't I just take all the phase in with me, you know? Take all the phase that were off that planet, you know, that I was on. Take all the phase and create a universe for the phase, you know? Create something for them to have a place, you know? I want to create a place where it's so secret, you know, where I could be bored out of my fucking mind, you know? I want to be bored out of my fucking mind. I don't care how it is, you know? I like art. You know, I like art. I like educational stuff. I love, you know, music. You know, I like to create my own. I have this version of my own world where I want to create art and music and invent stuff, you know, and create something that's way out of this source creation, the source stuff, you know, something way further. It's like, I want to create a world where it's not going to be boring. You know, if you want to be an artist, be an art. I want an artsy, like an artsy music world, like, you know, and lots of inventors, you know, but not create a world where they kind of like steal the resources. To create a world where they give back the resources and balance the world. I want to create a balanced world for my own self, you know. But the way my plans is I want to create some place where you guys can't even find me. You know, if you want me, if you need me, you can always call on me. If you need my help, that's the way it's gonna. That's the way I want to do it. You know, if you want me, if you need me, you can always call. Because that world is like the world I have this thought is like my therapy for my own self. You know. It's therapy for me and Lana, actually. Lana. You know, the way I plan the world that I want. But I'm not going to tell nobody where it's going to be at. You know? I don't know if I can create the world. I don't know if I can do it. But at least I can try doing it, you know? Because I had, during my tortures, you know, during my cage, all I'd had is thought is escaping, you know? I want to escape. You know, this last body that I had, you know, like I was in third grade. The thought I had was, you know, don't go through the light, go through the darkness. And I thought if I don't go through the darkness and run like crazy, that would be my plans to escape. I had this planned, you know. It's like I'm aware that I had this plan, you know, to escape, but I wasn't expecting, you know, Dead Source being dead, you know, because everything around me that I see right now reminds me of Dead Source. Everything around me reminds me of Dead Source, and it's like, and it irritates the shit out of me, you know. It irritates the shit out of me. Even if I go into space, I go through different places, you know. It reminds me of Dead Source, and everybody around me is exactly like Dead Source, you know. And all I see is Dead Source. All I see is bloodsuckers. All I see is people feeding off of me, you know. That's all I see is people feeding off me. I got cords going all over the fucking place on me, you know. I don't know where it goes, and it's like it's creating my own torture with all these fucking cords and all these bullshit around me, you know? I figured I'd rather make a video on it, on how I feel, you know? Because I've been through a lot of shit, and some people don't believe in it, but I rather say it now, you know? It's like, I don't want, some part of me wants no part to do with Source, you know? Yeah, I am Source, but it's like I want no part to do with Source because it's like every time, you know, it's like Dead Source has psychologically fucked with me in my head, you know? You know, Dead Source has psychologically fucked me in the head because all the extreme abuse I got, you know? And I figure I tell you, I figure you should know, you know? Yeah, it's great, you know. It's like I like, I, during that time, you know, I gathered all this strength, just like Jay. I gathered all my strength. I took the abuse every time they abuse me. I always get. It's like when you push my point, you know. Then I start all over like a cycle point, and it's like each point I've been pushed, I grow, just like Jay would say. Each point I push, I grow. Seems like they push me past my point to where I don't know where I end anymore, you know? I don't know where I end anymore, you know? It's like I have no ending anymore. It's like I'm just it sucks. You know, it's like the reality is I can see now I'm seeing the cages that I was in, you know? I could see other sources abusing me, but they don't. That I know this. They don't meant to do it. I don't know. You know, are they programmed to do it to abuse me? Are they programmed to abuse me, or is it how Dead Source do to us? Is force us to abuse each other? You know, did Dead Source force us to abuse each other? I have all these focal points, which I don't. It's like I'm all spread out all over the fucking place. I'm always going to be somewhere, you know? But my main focal point wants to go to one. My main focal point, me right now, this body wants to go somewhere where you don't follow me. My other focal points will be outside, you know, which is really crazy as shit, you know. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about power. I don't give a fuck about. It's weird about me. I don't give a fuck about power. I don't have an ego saying I have all the power in the world, you know? I don't have that ego, you know? I only use the power that I need to heal. I heal people, you know? I like healing people. Certain people I like to heal. I mean, I do it for nothing. You know, practically I do it for nothing. On most of the friends that I have, I kind of like, I just do it, you know? I don't care. I don't care about fucking money because I don't believe in it. I don't believe in money, you know? In time, it's like for me, it doesn't matter because I've been going through all the same shit all over, you know? Time doesn't matter to me anymore. Just want a place, you know, getaway. You know, that's all I want. You know, if you don't understand that, you know, Jay. This is Jay's place. You know, this is Jay's creation. You know, I respect Jay and his creation. You know, but yeah, for me, it's just this is not for me. You know, I want someplace else with me and Alana. You know, if you can find me, you can visit. You know, that's the way it works. If you can find me, you can come in and visit. You know, but you're not gonna find me, so I'm gonna be never in the same place in the same time. that's my that's my plans. You know, but if you want me, I will be there. You know, it's just yeah. A lot of this is how I feel. You know, this is what I feel. You know, thank you for listening. Have a nice day.